A lot of us don't know what it's like to have pets. A lot of us don't know what it's like to be on the inside of the mind of an animal. A lot of us have never seen a gorilla. A lot of us have never seen a monkey or anything that is a primate up close and personal, or have been close enough for us to fully understand it. But when one scientist decided he was going to do exactly that, what no man has done before, he pushed the boundaries. And there was consequences. Today, we have when Caesar unleashed hell and took the planet. Bye, Black Kate. Take off your shoes, get some snacks. Please don't step on the dog, and don't forget to hug the cat. And I thank you for tuning in. Alright, turn the music off. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. Just talking the fucking talk. God damn it. Where the fuck is my sound at? Now I can't see shit. Like, nigga, this is the shit I be talking about. Like, alright. There we go. Did that fuck up my, I don't want to have to open my goddamn phone.
But this ain't for fun. It's all off the back of a drug he's... So the trilogy kicks off. So the trilogy kicks off with James Franco, aka Dr. Will Rodman, showing off at 8 solving human puzzles like it's nothing. But this ain't for fun. It's all off the back of a drug he's been cooking up called the ALZ-112, which is supposed to cure Alzheimer's.
No, this is how niggas make zombies. Every time scientists try to solve some shit that's too far out of their logical range, they end up making some type of drug that is not supposed to be made yet. It's like the plot of every zombie movie, and obviously the plot of this nigga fucking up the world.
Because let's be real, we can't have people out here screaming, "Stop signs!"
No, I said...
What stop signs, man? This is too dangerous for the human race.
Frank.
While Will was presenting his medicine to the investors, the other doctors were in the back trying to bring the ape out, but she was not having it. She did not want to leave her cage. Like, she almost ripped Bodhi's hand off. And before any of you say, well, actually, she can't really rip his arm off. Yes, she can.
Yes, she
are
can.
like 5 times stronger than a bodybuilder. And that's just on a chill day. These things can rip a car door off faster than you can reach for the handle. Like, look at this shit without hair. She finally lets his hand go.
Bro, look like me
Franklin tries
after
to
a
finesse her
cut.
with a fizzy drink, quickly opening the door. But that was a big mistake. Because why you put a black guy in this situation? This nigga completely froze instantly. The chip snatches the pole out his hands, slams Franklin on the glass, trying to get...
I personally believe that he just not built for this life. I personally think that he's just not the one that's meant to be handling animals. You need crocodile hunter for this type of shit. You don't put a nigga near a cage with an animal that he's never been around. He's soft. He looked like he from the suburbs. He never had to go through anything in life.
Back in, but as soon as she saw the gun, she just took off. Now imagine you're on lunch break, mid-bite into a sandwich, and a chimp comes flying across your table. My soul would have left my body. She tears through the entire lab, crashes Will's presentation, and before anyone can calm her down, security put 5 in her. Pop, pop,
Damn.
pop, 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 and just like that, she was gone. Turns out after Franklin opens her cage, he realizes the whole time she was just protecting a baby she secretly had. And instead of letting the company put it down too, he tells Will to take it home. And yes, that baby was Caesar. The next day, not
Shout out my nigga Caesar.
old. Caesar was already drinking from a bottle by himself, showing signs of intelligence. Day by day, you could see the difference. This wasn't some baby chimp. His brain was developing at a speed that made no sense. 1 week he's crawling around being curious. The next week he can read better than Kevin Garnett.
Name an NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
The fuck he just say?
That made no sense. 1 week he's crawling around being curious. The next week he can read better than Kevin Garnett.
Name an NFL equivalent for each.
That's your goat, bro. That's your goat.
NBA player.
He wasn't just learning, he was understanding patterns. My boy was even good at chess. I don't even know how to play that shit. Meanwhile, Will's dad is struggling with Alzheimer's. So he
Chess
takes a
ain't
couple of
hard,
doses
bro.
of the ALZ treatment and gives it to him. This here was a huge risk since it hasn't been tested on humans yet. And yeah, this was very illegal, but he did it anyways. Will gives his father the dose. And the next morning, my boy was on the piano killing shit like...
You can tell I'm tired. I thought OG was really playing that shit. I look closely at the hands. This nigga is not playing that. I ain't watched this bitch already. The movie, not the video. Don't try to be like, no, nigga, sit your ass down.
Like, I don't know what the hell is in that drug, but damn, it was performing miracles in brains. Caesar ends up getting caught lacking at the neighbor's crib and gets injured. So Will takes him to the vet. And as soon as they're pulled up, Caesar realizes...
Being smart enough to play chess, but you think that you have the ability to wipe off an injury is wild as fuck. You smart as hell. Still stupid though. Smart as hell, still dumb as fuck. That's your goat, though. I'll let you have that.
Realizes the nurse was fine shit. So my boy turned into Kevin De Bruyne, pulling off the craziest assist. And yeah, I gotta give it to him. Caesar really had it all. Will starts taking...
He landed that shit, didn't he?
Out in the woods. And fast forward 5 years, he ain't no baby no more. Caesar's growing up, and he's definitely become less friendly. Like he was just out here minding his business when this dog starts barking at him. And at first, Caesar was about to let it slide. But this German Shepherd kept barking, so Caesar snapped. Oh, no, don't turn around. Keep that same energy, nigga. Don't be pussy. It was clear that dog wanted no smoke. And just like that, Caesar started asking the big questions. Where he's from.
I know this is a lot of pause. I'm only 3 minutes in. That's how a lot of niggas on the internet be. They talk a lot of shit over the internet. See you outside? I was just playing, big bruh. My bad, big bruh. No, nigga, give me your life. Give me everything that involves your soul, my nigga. Give me your insides. I know the video just jumped to something else. I don't know how to unhotkey this shit on YouTube. Give me your face. No zesty. I got a Mossberg with your name on it, my nigga. You talk too much. I'm finna blow your jaw off. Pause. That's how you gonna look after I'm done with you.
Neighbor's crib and gets injured, so Will takes him to the vet. And as soon as they're pulled up, Caesar realizes the nurse was fine shit. So my boy turned into Kevin De Bruyne, pulling off the craziest assist. And yeah, I gotta give it to him. Caesar really had it all. Will starts taking Caesar with him on dates out in the woods. And fast forward 5 years, he ain't no baby no more. Caesar's growing up, and he's definitely become less friendly. Like he was just out here minding his business when this dog starts barking at him. And at first, Caesar was about to let it slide. But this German Shepherd kept barking, so Caesar snapped. Oh, no, don't turn around. Keep that same energy, nigga. Don't be pussy. It was clear that dog wanted no smoke. And just like that,
it's still funny.
Where he's from and what he actually is. Will always knew this day would come. So he takes him to Genesis, where
how that nigga don't know he a monkey.
The truth, how his mother was killed and how the ALZ medicine was passed through her DNA. That's why Caesar was so smart. But the thing is, the medicine was only meant to repair. Caesar went way past that. His IQ didn't just grow, it tripled in a few short years. This wasn't an experiment anymore. He completely became something new. The medicine Will thought was working on his father started wearing off. Pop started tripping again, like Brody was trying to cut his food with a fork. Then he wakes up thinking he can drive. He hops in the neighbor's car.
The back of the fork.
The owner comes out yelling about to beat his ass. But Caesar spears him out of nowhere. Blow! Then just starts his ass. He gets popped with the bin lid. Then Unc gets up and tries to run inside the house.
That nigga.
Caesar comes out of nowhere and mixes up the porch. Like, oh my god. This nigga gets up and starts running for his life. Like, look at the...
Bro, I know that shit scary as hell.
This nigga jumps out the...
I'm pausing way too much, but you don't understand how much the Planet of the Apes is a franchise that is its concept is scary as hell. How do you fight something that can move faster than you? Not on feet. Not on feet. This nigga is going from branch to branch. And he's wearing pants, nigga. He can bench press you and he doesn't need any prep time. You know how fucking crazy that is? Excuse my language, but sir, I'd be terrified. That'd be like me fighting a stronger me that's more agile. I don't want to fight that nigga. Nigga, I wouldn't want to fight me right now. I'm pissed. Now I know how white people feel when they see a black person they don't know.
She grabs his hand and bites his finger off.
Ah!
Damn, that was a good ass bite, I can't lie.
He did.
Caesar was with the shit. You mess with these people, he's sliding every time. But
He did
son
nib
got him
that
locked up.
motherfucker.
They put him in captivity with a fake son, surrounded by a bunch of low IQ apes. This was his first time he had ever been around his own kind. Like, look at them, screaming and banging their heads on the cages. They're cooked. They were all idiots, besides Maurice.
That's how I feel being a smart motherfucker around a bunch of dumb motherfuckers at work.
112 worked. Not only did it pass on to Caesar, but how it improved his father's condition. The news gets Steve hyped, so hyped that it gives Will everything he needs to start testing chimps again. Caesar finally gets out to the yard, and yeah, he was clearly the outsider. This ape walks up to him like, take that weak ass shirt off. Like, nah, this chimp wanted all the smoke. They start boxing, crowd going crazy. Then they both climb the tree, but unfortunately Caesar gets Mufasa'd. That's tough. His first day was already brutal. They were feeding him dog doo-doo, and Malfoy was out here hosing him down. Caesar
Smart as hell, came
A
box.
couple of days go past and Will comes to visit him, but Caesar realizes he wasn't going home. That's when Caesar was like, you know what? These humans, and started plotting. He watches the guard punch in the door code. Then
Where did he get
Malfoy
that
pushes
Kevin
the
Gates
door
clip
like,
from? I've never seen that music video.
And as soon as bro stepped up, Caesar grabbed him, and look at his face. Nigga wasn't playing around. But remember, he doesn't do anything for no reason. He swiped the pocket knife off him. That night, Caesar breaks out his cage and frees King Kong, aka Buck. Bro's been locked up his whole life. Nigga was even scared of freedom, but he finally came out and started running around, not knowing how to act. It's gotta be the same feeling as pulling your first baddie. But shit, I mean, how would I know? Caesar wakes up
Damn,
with the
nigga.
ape that was causing problems, lures him out his cage, then blams him on the head.
I would feel bad for you, but no.
He turns around and sees that big ass gorilla and is like, yeah, he did that shit. And to make things worse, all the other apes woke up and saw it. They were like, you gonna let that shit slide? Rocket quickly pledged his allegiance to the king. Caesar knew he couldn't get things done if apes were fighting each other. They needed to work together. But he also couldn't deal with a bunch of peanut head apes. The ALZ 130.
You know what's crazy? This movie was actually trying to tell us that we can't solve shit if we all fighting each other. No one decided they was gonna lock in and be like, you know what, you right. This entire movie, and now again, I am only 6 minutes into the video. This entire movie was about, hey, you know, if we stand together, they can't tell us what to do. We can do whatever the fuck we want. But most of the world is living in so much fear that it doesn't allow itself to realize that, hey, if I was just to be like, you know what, nigga, fuck you, and fuck everything you talk about, we gonna do this together. We be straight. We wouldn't have to worry about a whole lot of shit. Well, life would go from one way to a whole nother way, and granted, there would be a lot of casualties. A lot of y'all niggas is not gonna make it through that shit. Just saying. But you wouldn't have to worry about all the major bad events if you just gotta go through all the small, minute, fucked up events in order to have, on a grander scale, a more peaceful life. That isn't based in peace, that is superficial and self-centered, more like it's, what's the opposite of superficial? What is the antonym to superficial? I'm not about to search that shit. It is basically, life would be the epitome of what utopia could be, even if it has its small, minute problems that aren't too broad that it fucks up the balance of everything. I'm not saying you wouldn't have anybody like trying to rob or trying to kill or, all those little basic frivolous shits. But you would definitely stop it by a large margin. Like anything that has to do with culture or like race, ethnic, and class, all those big things would just be out the window. But I'm gonna go back to playing this goddamn video because I ain't about to be on this screen too long.
13 had ended up killing Will's father and Franklin. It was clear no one fully understood the side effects of this drug. Will comes back to take Caesar home, but he shuts the gates instead. He was not leaving. He was trying to do the same time as his dogs. That night, Caesar breaks out, heads back to the trap house, grabs the ALZ-113, brings it back, and gasses the entire facility. These apes went to sleep with brains like Beetlejuice and woke up feeling like Einstein. That had to be the best gas they ever had. Caesar was at the front double checking everyone, making sure there was no more peanut heads. Nigga didn't want no liabilities in his team. That day, Caesar calls a play, letting everybody know this is probably their last night in this bitch. Later on that day, while all the apes went—
Yo, I know I'm pausing. Can you give a monkey a taper fade, bro? Like, you think they'll let you just line them up real quick? No racial, don't be weird. Nigga, you think you can give an ape a taper fade, bro? Like a crispy line? Like a good like 2 to 1 guard, 1.5 crisp C cups, razor his shit, white chalk lining, a little bit of enhancement. You never know, nigga. All the ape hoes gonna want Caesar. You Caesar. I'm tired.
Went back into their cages. Caesar was out in the yard, and Malfoy sees him. And the hate in this dude's eyes, he hated Caesar more than he ever hated Harry. He grabs the taser and tells Rodman to go look out. Malfoy steps onto the yard, and there's no folding now. Every ape is watching. Even King Kong is tuned in. BBC pussy ass probably there as well. Brody starts tasering him like zap, zap, zap. Had his ass retreating back. Straight violating. Caesar weaves the next swing and got all the chimps going crazy, cheering for their boy. Malfoy tries to swing it back only for Caesar to grab his arms. And this part right here,
bro, it's niggas that really hate animals that be working with animals.
That right there was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah.
That shit hurt my spirit.
This guy couldn't even shoot the gun. And King Kong, in his eyes, he saw Jesus. Caesar minks Malfoy in the mouth, knocking him out cold, then continues screaming, "No!" Got all the apes G'd up. All their bowls have tripled. They finally have hope. He drags Malfoy in the cage, then raises his taser. And yeah, he's really him for real. Nigga starts freeing up all the apes. Then for some reason, this idiot walks in the room like there's not 300 apes on the loose. And to make things worse, he locked himself in.
Oh, hell no.
They
I forgot that.
and start jumping him. After getting that mojito treatment for a good 30 seconds, Caesar steps in and breaks it up. As a good leader, he knows you just don't kill innocent people. He tosses Brody in the cage and gives him that look like, you better not try anything stupid. Draco wakes up and tries grabbing the water hose, but them apes weren't about to let that happen. So this nigga grabs the taser because that would have been the smartest thing to do, like Caesar ain't holding a hose. And yeah, it was a painful way to go. And just like that, he got his first buddy.
I am what I am, what I'm not. See, I never beat. Niggas whooping up until we meet.
He walks over to the cave and sees where they've been transporting the apes. And of course, it's Genesis Laboratory, where he was born. He gives everyone the Optimus Prime special. It's time to roll out. Breaking out of captivity.
That shit was ass.
Will realizes Caesar's room was open, which is weird. So he calls the enclosure, but nobody answers. He heads straight there, and yeah, when he arrives, there was no apes, and Malfoy was in the gulag. They find Rodman in the cage, and this nigga was still stunned. All he said was, "Your ape, he spoke." The nigga spoke. They finally make it to Genesis and tear through the building, freeing up all the apes. And this is when they let the demon out. Cobra, every human's worst nightmare.
Fuck that
His motto,
nigga.
if it ain't ape, kill it. Then Steve Jacobs walks in thinking he got robbed.
He is about that life, but fuck that nigga.
He sees thousands of apes, and that alone would have just made me pass out. They start jumping down, jumping out windows, and clearly they didn't get affected by floor damage. That shit been affecting me since season 2 Fortnite. They head straight to the zoo, busting out every peanut head ape, then snapping off the metal bar gates and using them as spears. Like what? Just imagine you're walking down the street and you see hundreds of apes wielding spears. F that. One of the peanut heads get caught lacking by Animal Patrol. He didn't hit the gas yet, so he was still a dumbass. Throwing shit and eating bananas is all he knew, and I don't blame him. As soon as they put him in the trunk, blow! A big ass spear hits the bumper. Rocket pulls out the ape. When he looks up, he sees 1,000 apes. They just start tearing up the car, throwing hella spears. And to be honest, I don't know how that car is still driving.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way here that nigga survived. Nigga, all them spears, one of them had to hit you. you gotta be dead today. There's no way in hell you got out unscathed. What are the motherfuckers penetrated something? They had to like go through a shoulder, scrape a artery on a neck, and you was getting to the hospital crazy. Like, ain't no way you went home to your wife and kids and was like, yeah, I don't think this animal control thing is for me, baby. Nigga, you are a dead man in that. You are a dead man in that van. What was you talking about?
To your insurance. The streets are cooked. It really turned into Zoo York, and these apes are tearing through everything. Maurice and Buck are out here violating police, and then we get one of the coldest scenes in the entire franchise.
I'm a gorilla in a fucking scoop. Gonna pull up.
The apes make it onto the bridge, and they are damaging everything on their way. And I
Shout out,
would be mad
Chief.
as shit if they did this to my whip. But hey, what can I do? Fuck, I look like trying to lose a finger. Just imagine you trying to get home and Draymond popping out of nowhere like, so the apes are heading north trying to get to the woods.
Fuck
and
you,
the
bro.
LAPD are going all out. They got a chopper, a SWAT team, and even police on horseback. And they're doing all this to stop them from getting to their natural habitat. Like, what the hell you want them to do?
I know I'm pausing a lot, but bro, the dopest thing that happened later on in the movies. If you haven't watched these movies, go watch them. Don't watch the most recent one. I think that's kind of ass. I only seen the trailer. I just felt like he was gonna be fucking stupid. When they pulled up on them horses, something about you see them niggas on the screen and they got the rifle, the spear, and they got the horse. You're like, these niggas tough. Nigga, these niggas tough. It's just something about it, bro.
Live in the cage forever? Caesar's spidey senses start kicking in and Peep something is off. He raises his hands, and the way these apes stop, you would have thought they were playing Musical Freeze. Who the fuck is this nigga? He calls a play, sending Koba and a group to climb to the top of the bridge, and Maurice to lead a squad down below. The police horse riders were coming in hot, and I can't even lie, they were doing damage, knocking out all the NPC apes. Mink! Mink. It was straight target practice, but Caesar wasn't having it. He cares about
all the cannon fodder,
even the role players, spearing the cop right off the horse. Straight Goldberg. And I've never seen someone who didn't care.
Shout out to Goldberg.
This nigga right here. Like, who in the right mind charges at a gorilla with a horse and a baton? Not even a gun? Like, he just wanted to meet Michael Jackson so bad. Anyways, Buck charges at him and stops the horse with one hand. And the donut starts giving out hit markers. Like, that shit was gonna do any damage. Buck was eating them hoes like, that little stick wasn't gonna do shit. Buck yanks him off the horse, then licks his lips, ready to feast. But just as he's about to turn him into a Krabby Patty, Caesar screams at him, telling him to kick back. He don't want the apes killing humans. Nigga acting like these apes were living lavish like he was. All they know is struggle. They didn't even know what a cookie was until you gave him one. So Buck just roars at him, and by the look on his face, he definitely let a few things happen.
Yeah, he shit himself.
Koba and his squad make it to the top, but the chopper is onto them. They shoot Draymond, but it only fuels the apes with anger and determination. The chopper loses sight of the chimps within the mist, and the police at the blockade can't see them either. Meanwhile, Caesar's out there like Yagamiing the whole plan. Nigga pointed at the
I need to rewatch this movie. This shit really just woke me up. It's something about watching this movie that made me feel like, nigga, if people did this, it would be OD, nigga.
Five gorillas charged forward. I don't care. This is equivalent to having powers. Because what the fuck? He points, they do. They push the bus closer to the blockade, trying to get that close range. They can't win against guns. The bus grinds to a halt, and in the distance, a lone horse barrels forward. Psych, it's Caesar. He gives the signal, and suddenly apes start dropping from above. Like, imagine looking up, and you got 8 nuts dropping on your head. Out here pulling
Fuck! Fuck! Alright, bro, I gotta. Damn it, right here.
Barrels forward. Psych, it's Caesar. He gives the signal, and suddenly apes start dropping from above. Like, imagine looking up, and you got 8 nuts dropping on your head. Koba out here pulling capoeira moves, and while these cops are focused on these guys, they get flanked from behind. Like, this gotta be the worst position to be in. Apes coming from all different directions. Now, I would have resigned from being an officer after this. Niggas getting dropped, Rocket out here dodging.
Resign? These niggas dead, ain't it?
Out here feeding the sharks, and the mastermind who points, and they do. Yeah, the cops were cooked, so they ran out of there. The apes were up 30 in the 4th quarter. Ain't no way they could fumble this, right? Wrong. The chopper pulls up with the K-16 and starts massacring all the chimps. If you weren't behind a car, GG's. And remember that pussy from earlier? Yeah, he gets the snitching, pointing at Caesar, telling them to kill him. And wait, I'm so confused. Like, how the hell did he survive this? Oh my god. Movie. Anyway, Caesar with his big brain goes into the police car and grabs some change, then runs back out swinging that hoe. Like, yo, look at that accuracy, yanking it on both their necks. The Cleveland Browns, please draft Caesar. The passenger princess quickly whips out his pistol and starts shooting at Caesar. Buck sees this and was like, hell no. He jumps in the way. They were really acting like his disciples, and I don't blame him. If Caesar...
Who did you think you were hitting with a pistol from a helicopter and you are 50 feet off the ground? And actually, you're almost 110 feet off water, 50 feet from bridge. That motherfucker is swaying left and right. Yeah, you gotta drive it too? You dumb. You dumb as hell.
Dies. A few chimps might jump in the water thinking it's the redwoods. So Buck starts eating the bullets, then charges right at the chopper and jumps inside. And oh man, it would have been a bad day to be in that bitch, cause that boy was going crazy, killing everything in there. The chopper comes down crashing. Then Caesar pulls out Buck, but my boy was not.
It's over.
And there was no reboot card. He was a real one, but he was gone. Caesar then hears the voice of someone struggling. When he walks over, he sees Steve Jacobs, literally the man responsible for everything in this movie. And I can't believe he was asking for help.
Long live Buck, kick that nigga off the bridge.
He just turns around, nods, and as soon as Steve saw Cobra, he knew he was cooked. That nigga's been dissecting Cobra straight out the womb. Like, look at his eyes. That's pure hate. He shoves the chopper down, sending that boy straight to Valhalla.
That nigga's not going to Valhalla.
So the AL,
he ain't even going to the underworld, nigga.
Half the human race. The survival rate is 1 out of 500. So if you even sneeze or cough, you might as well start digging your grave. And the humans are barely hanging on. All power grids have collapsed, leaving them in complete darkness. Caesar wants to help them rebuild, but Cobra has other plans. He knows that if they regain their power, his ass might be right back in the lab. And the way they used to pick him apart, that nigga's taking no chances. Cobra pulls up to the power plant looking for Caesar. He even throws up the seed just in case motherfuckers weren't listening. Hey man, I don't know man, he might be down there. So Cobra turns around trying to go to Caesar. And this little nigga minding his own business gets thrown right on the ground.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
And Cobra turns around looking at him crazy. Like, fuck you gonna do? Malcolm comes trying to protect his son and was like, hey, chill out man, I thought we're all friends here. A human calling Cobra a friend is the equivalent of saying Captain Levi and the Beast Titan were homies. Nigga,
that's not happening, bro.
So Cobra about to slap bro for the disrespect, and Maurice steps in the way. Cobra looks at Maurice up and down and was like, where's Caesar? Clearly motherfuckers weren't hearing him, so he had to scream that shit. Caesar! And from the shadows, Caesar walks in. Cobra starts talking his shit. Yo, this nigga Caesar ain't even 8 for real. His ass used to drink out of a baby bottle. While we were all in cages, his ass was playing chess. You ain't no real ape, nigga. Caesar was just getting cooked. He looked around and he refused to let himself get humiliated, especially in front of his son. Nigga screams, then tackles Cobra onto the ground, but Cobra shifts momentum and somehow ends up on top, then starts spamming punches on Caesar. Had Maurice hyped, and the humans were scared because they knew if Caesar loses, their ass is probably next. But Caesar can't let his legacy slip away like this, especially not to Mr. Handsome. So he flips Cobra and ends up right on top and starts violating.
I'm positive if you taught an ape how to box, it'd be over. You know, monkey see, monkey do. Imagine you were just to play Mike Tyson, greatest highlights, and training montages on a big screen in front of a gorilla enclosure. Give it 100 days, then you're in that bitch. Us. It's over. The entire animal kingdom is different after this. I'm not sorry. I want to see it.
Like, damn, that nigga getting fucked up. Thank God Caesar's cool with us. Caesar then starts choking him and then banging his head on him. Like, damn, nigga, chill. Had his face all bloody and fucked up. Like, that shit wasn't already in shambles. But Caesar lets him go and was like, ape, not kill ape. Getting right off him. And look at all them niggas at the back, bro. I know, they were like, damn, bro, he's really like that. Cobra looking around like, fuck, I just got smoked in front of everybody. He looks up and damn, Some of his huzz are up there too. Just by
Yeah,
this
that's
look,
crazy.
I know he can't let this shit slide.
I beat your ass in front of both of your wives, nigga.
Next
You
day,
gotta
Koba
go.
goes back to the city where all the humans keep their weapons, and two of these guys pull a gun on him. But Koba starts acting all friendly and shit. Come on, guys, chill out. We're all friends here. He grabs the bottle and even takes a sip, but I guess that liquor was way too strong. He grabs the gun, still goofing around, then blicks both of them up, and his face afterwards says it all. This nigga's a demon. Malcolm finally gets the generator working and they have light for the first time in years, and Koba pulls up on this goofball in the car. This the guy that shot Ash earlier on. He yanks him out the car and starts smashing his head, giving him that straight smush. We can't see how his face was, but I imagine it looked something like this. Anyways, Koba rolls back up to the village, and this time he has that heat on him. He catches Caesar slipping and shoots him, sending his ass falling like 50 feet. And Koba's slimy ass plants the gun and the hat on the ground, making it look like the humans did it. But Maurice isn't buying it. He knows something is off, telling Malcolm and his family to run. And if all that wasn't enough, this nigga Koba sets the village on fire. Like, bro, you already shot Caesar, nigga. And then gives a whole Captain Erwin speech. We must fight for Caesar and kill every human in the city. And of course the speech worked. These apes ran head on straight to the armory and hijacked all the weapons. The apes had numbers and guns, but without a solid plan, things weren't looking good for them. And plus, I don't even know if half these apes have ever seen guns before. Fuck around, they start shooting each other. And while all this is happening, we find out that Caesar needs to drop a Many Men Part 2 because he survived the gunshot. So Malcolm and his girl put him in the healing chamber, and his ass was out for like 2 days. And in those 48 hours, Koba has done too much damage. He led hundreds of apes to their deaths, the loyal followers of Caesar.
Bro, this is the thing, bro. You can't lead niggas out of anger. Leading a group of men and women to their death out of anger because of your pride will kill more innocents than it ever would if you were to set the world on fire based on freedom. If you're paying attention, when Caesar did it, there wasn't that many casualties. It was based on freedom. I almost called that nigga Kobe. Kobo, whatever the fuck his name. I don't remember. I don't bother remember his name. I just know he's that bitch ass nigga. When he do it, it's because nigga hurt my feelings. Nigga hurt my feelings. Now I wanna be mad. Niggas that talk shit and then they didn't see me get my ass beat by the big house. Somebody gotta go, but nigga went nowhere quickly. Keep watching, you'll understand. And if you know how to think for your goddamn self, you'll pay attention.
Yeah, I can't forget. This nigga straight up threw Ash right off the balcony just for mentioning Caesar's name. This nigga's a real psychopath. Like, what the fuck? But finally, Caesar makes his return. Nigga wasn't really fully recovered, but it's now or never. Koba jumps down and he got that fire on him. Then tells him, you ain't got no place here, gang. These niggas follow me now. Caesar looking around like, nigga, did you forget your place? Ain't I the one who freed y'all? But y'all know Koba like that. Looking at him dead in the eye and was like,
Caesar. Weak. Koba. Weaker.
Koba's like, fuck that, then kicks him down, jumping.
That shit made my heart jump,
Get your
nigga.
ass off me, gang. And this is where Koba starts piecing Caesar up. He hits him with a double hand slap, then a backhand, followed with the right uppercut. Had Caesar out there looking a bit shaky. This shit gave me flashbacks of Jake Paul and Double Cheek Tyson. So Koba pushes Caesar off the skyscraper, but he grabs his ass, making them both fall, and Koba hitting his head, straight concussion. They both get up, but Koba realized he got a fresh scar to add to his collection. At this point, this nigga's collecting scars like
he ugly as hell, bro.
Unlocking time travel, and that right.
Whatever they did to Thug in that prison, that shit rewired his entire psyche. That nigga is not the same. He used to have all the steez. He used to have all the slime, nigga. It's like his well just dried up after they did all that shit to him, bro. Hey, bro.
there just made him mad as hell. He starts looking for a weapon, picking up a pole, and Caesar's like, oh nah, and starts hitting the jets. And Cobra starts chasing him. He's on his ass, swinging that pole, but he's not landing nothing. Caesar picks up a rock, yeeting it at Cobra's cut. By his reaction, you know that shit hurt. He quickly picks up a piece of metal, and now they both got weapons. I trusted your ugly ass. But Cobra was like, nah, you fuck with the humans, and starts swinging his pole, straight spamming it. And Caesar was out here just blocking everything. Like, bruh, change your tactics or something. Caesar waits for an opening, then ducks the next swing, landing a rip shot. Then jumps back, hitting Cobra with his own pole. And at this point, Cobra's getting cooked, and all the other apes are going wild. And Cobra already got embarrassed earlier on. He knows he ain't gonna let that shit slide again, especially from a nigga that just got shot an hour ago. So Cobra hits him with the double overhand, only for Caesar to clip him once again with a rib shot. And both of these niggas
I'm telling you, he hit him with that. What you talking about?
Down the entire scaffolding hose. This guy was really trying to kill Caesar by any means. They both clutch onto chains, hanging onto their goddamn life. Meanwhile, that detective from the Dark Knight blows the entire building with his C4, trying to wipe out all the apes. And man, I can't lie, this nigga did damage. He killed a lot of the motherfuckers. His ass probably unlocked the Juggernaut. Caesar gets up and right away starts hoping
his kill feed crazy.
Nah, this motherfucker did not see anybody. He went straight and grabbed the strap. Like, what he did here must be one of the funniest things ever. Like, he did not give a fuck. While Caesar's still helping.
Yeah, so you can't be the leader, nigga. You can't be the leader. You care too much about your own pride and rage. You can't lead, nigga. At least when Caesar gets angry, it's for a good reason. Nigga, you got me fucked up. This is for the people. You thinking about only yourself. It's not the same thing. You got your get back. You got your get back. Nigga, you got it. This shit supposed to be for us though, nigga. It's supposed to be for us though, nigga. But nah. Fuck do I know?
Firing at him, shooting one of the NPC apes. His ass needs aim assist or something, because the way he be emptying out the entire mag and still missing is unbelievable. Caesar's out here hiding behind the steel pipe, trying not to get blicked up. Blue Eye steps in, throwing a whole stack of metal bars at Cobra, but Cobra ducks it and started spraying bullets again, this time shooting Maurice. And yeah, that's where he messed up. Maurice is Caesar's day one. He's right hand man. That's literally his blood. He ain't letting that shit slide, gang. Caesar charges and jumps down right on Cobra, had his ass tumbling and ending up like Mufasa. And Caesar only had one more thing to do: sign him up for the Michael Jackson meet and greet. The humans are cooked. The simian flu mutated again.
Oh, he's going through all the movies, bro.
And the survivors are desperate. Cobra's war lit the fuse and there's no peace left. Just soldiers hunting apes. For years, they've been trying to track down Caesar, but he's too smart, always one step ahead. Then the soldiers finally get help from Cobra's loyal leftovers. They sneak through the woods, set up traps, and launch a full-on ambush. Explosions everywhere. Apes getting blown up in their own territory. Chimps were dropping left and right. One ape manages to break free, racing back to the village for backup. And when the call goes out, the whole squad pulls up. They had spears, arrows, smoke grenades.
That's the scene I'm talking about, bro.
The place raining down spears. Mink, mink. If you weren't hiding under something, say goodbye. This nigga grabs the radio, then calls the colonel asking for help. And he was like, just kill as many as you can. You're already dead. Nah,
he did basically say that.
Two shits about his soldiers. The apes managed to capture 5 hostages, 4 soldiers and 1 ape that they called Donkey. And now that I think about it, why the hell is Donkey Kong even the name? That never clicked until now. Like, bro. Anyways, Caesar ends up letting them go, trying to stop the war from escalating. And at this point, Caesar's way more talkative. Bro is basically human now. I swear he could probably sit down and write a whole philosophical essay if he wanted. As for Donkey, he gets dragged to the back. The apes wanted to give him that belt to ass for being a snake, but instead they send this bitch ass albino ape to do the job. Like, I swear I seen his pussy ass in some movie with The Rock. Later that night, Blue Eye...
That movie was ass though.
...from their little trip, and they've come with good news. They found new lands, somewhere safe, flowing with milk and honey. Only a few of y'all will catch that reference. That night, while Caesar was about to catch some Z's, he suddenly spots green lasers cutting through the water. He realizes the humans have found his location, so he tells his son to fall back while he scrambles and grabs the other apes. Blue Eyes catches one of the soldiers lacking and starts putting in that work. Damn, he really flashed out there like a pancake. Rocket catches another one slipping. Then Caesar snatches the headset and hears, King Kong is down. The king is dead. Caesar bolts back to his family, but when he gets there, it's too late. The colonel already killed his wife and son. Man, this part hit hard. Easily one of the saddest moments in the entire.
This the type of shit that'll make you hate humans, bro.
But he dodges it quick. Nigga waits for the right moment, then dips out, swinging onto the rope on some full George of the Jungle type timing. The colonel cuts the rope, had Caesar falling down, but the goat still manages to survive. When he makes it back, the other
can't kill Caesar, bro.
aka the albino ape, is missing. And if 1 + 1 = 2, yeah, he's the snake. Close that back door, can't get snaked out by my homie. Cornelius, Caesar's youngest, survives the attack. He was just hiding through the chaos, which was good because Caesar thought he was dead as well. By morning, Caesar gathers the whole village and orders them to move out the woods to find a safer home. But him, he was not going. He wanted to get his GBG. After what the colonel did, Caesar was not gonna let that slide. He tells these people goodbye, but his closest riders refuse to leave. Rocket, Maurice, and this gorilla called Luca. They're all out with him. The crew pulls up to this little farm, and out of nowhere, Trevor Phillips pulls up, holding firewood. He drops that shit and pulls out the strap, but blam! Caesar drops him. He really put a full shell on that boy. Caesar really had nothing to lose anymore. They go inside the house and find a little girl. Maurice notices something off with her. She can't speak, and her nose kept bleeding. They realize she's gonna be out there alone, since they just blamed her father. So instead, Maurice takes her with them. Caesar's plan was
I ain't shit, I would've said fuck her, bro.
5 deep. They move through the woods and stumble on a small soldier camp. And who did they see? Yeah, Winter. Nigga already switched sides. And he was already out there doing dirty work for the humans. And to make things worse, they branded new ink on him, Donkey, a mark showing he's basically a slave to the soldiers. They catch Winter lacking in the tent and Caesar presses him about the colonel. And of course Winter folds, instantly snitching and spilling all the info. But the way he talks, Caesar realizes something. Winter is the reason the colonel knew where to find his family. That betrayal hit deep. Caesar pops him in the jaw, then chokes him out. The next day, the crew tails the group of soldiers and see something strange. The humans weren't fighting apes, they were killing each other. They go to the bodies and see the same thing. Nose bleeding and can't speak. It was clearly the virus. They climb the power line to get a better view, but mid-scouting, one of their horses gets finessed. They drop down and chase after the thief, tracking him to a snow-covered cabin. When they push inside, another ape steps out the shadows, and he looked nothing like their clan. The group is thrown off. They don't recognize him at all. Bad ape, that's what he called himself. He explains how he used to live in the zoo just as a regular animal until the sickness hit the humans and gave him intelligence. Humans get sick, apes get smarter. Bad Ape also knew where the military base was, so the next day he took them there. And look at how he popped out.
Them niggas the fucking drip, man. You crazy? Yeah, man.
He didn't need none of that shit on, bro.
They finally tracked the base, but it's too.
Did you say he had that shit? No, he did not, bro.
Them niggas the fucking drip, man. You crazy? Yeah, my nigga.
Nah, he had that shit on.
No, he did not, bro. Stop lying to him.
See much. Caesar and Luca try creeping closer for a better look, but then boom, they get flanked by soldiers. Luca throws himself in front to save Caesar, taking the hit. Then Rocket slides in and minks the soldier right in the cranium, dropping him cold. But it's too late. Luca got stabbed right to the heart. They try dragging him to help, but he dies right then and there. Maurice tells Caesar they should turn back and regroup with the tribe, but Caesar was locked in. He's like, nah, the colonel gotta pay for everything he's done. Maurice then tells him, you're starting to sound like Cobra, and that makes Caesar snap. He tells him to fall back, he'll finish the mission alone. If you ever wanted to rage bait Caesar, just bring up Cobra's name. Nigga instantly gets flashbacks of him getting popped. Caesar hits.
Nigga, that shit would hurt me too.
The pure nightmare. Apes tied to crucifix. Not 1 or 2, but dozens. Then he looks further and realizes the colonel captured the entire clan. Caesar manages to cut down an ape, but before he can do more, blam, nigga gets knocked out. They throw Caesar in the cage, and that's when he sees his son on the other side. But the reunion ain't sweet. None of the apes show him love. They just side-eye him. Brody lost all his respect. In the morning, they line up all the apes for labor. Everyone's out there building this giant wall. Chained up, starving, dehydrated. And one of the old apes drops the ropes because I guess he was too old to keep up. Donkey comes and starts whipping him. Caesar screams, leave him! For a moment, that sparks something. All the apes stop working and stand their ground. But then Caesar starts getting whipped. And that shit was bad, breaking him down right in front of everyone. The colonel pulls up and tells Caesar to order the apes to go back to work. But he refuses because they haven't eaten in days. So the colonel makes it personal. He pulls out his gun and blams the OG right on the spot. Then he presses the tool right against Caesar's head, ready to end it right then and there. Nigga was ready to die for his
He ain't gonna pull that
That's
bitch.
all it took. The apes see that and get right back to work. That night he drags Caesar upstairs, and that's when the truth comes out. The humans aren't even focused on the apes no more. They're about to go to war against each other. The virus kept mutating, stripping humans of speech, turning them more animal-like. Meanwhile, the apes kept getting smarter, more human. The Colonel's whole mission is to wipe out every infected human and every ape too. He needed to do this quick and fast before the world actually becomes a planet of apes. Next morning, the apes finally get food and water, but
Isn't that kind of too late? Because humans are already primates, bro. I mean, they're Homo erectus. And then there's Homo sapien, then there's Homo genus. We already live with 2 of them already. And they're capable of speech. Homo erectus is what apes are at this point in the movie.
Caesar is tied up, left hanging as an example. Maurice and the crew start scooping up the place and figure out a hidden bunker that connects straight to the cages. Rocket ends up sacrificing himself, letting the soldiers catch him. But before they drag him off, he sneaks Donkey a mean one to the chin. Bop! Nah, he a real one for that. With the plan in motion, Bad Ape pops his little ugly head out, showing everybody the escape route. Later that night, they set the trap. One of the guards gets lured close to the cage, and smack, they launch a big chunk of shit right in his face.
I know that shit hot.
Excuse me, I'm airing that
Motherfucker was steaming on his neck. I don't want that.
whole cage out, because ain't no way I'm getting shit faced like that. Maurice grabs Brody's legs and yanks him down. Then he tosses the keys up. Look at Caesar's face. Nigga looked like he hit the lottery. I know they were feeling like Michael Schofield in this moment. First move, they freed the babies, then the rest. Caesar made sure everyone was out safe, but then he told him straight, I ain't leaving until I kill the Colonel. I can't let him slide. And at this point, Caesar was clearly sliding into Koba's territory. And I can't lie, I don't even think Koba was that evil. His crash out was justifiable. They were picking him apart like a puzzle piece. I would have...
No, nigga, his crash out towards humans was justifiable. He was crashing out at the end towards Caesar. That was not justifiable. If he would have communicated, he could have got what he wanted. Koba wouldn't have had a dad in the last movie. He would have been here for this part to slime out all the humans. But no. He want to be the leader. You don't got leadership qualities, bro. You just mad. You make a good war general, but you just can't be a leader. I'm just saying.
Been on that type of timing too. The escape kicks off, then the war starts, but the Colonel was nowhere to be found. Caesar storms his room only to find the dude already dying. The virus got him. Caesar lifts the blicky up ready to end him, but then he realizes the Colonel wanted him to do it. So Caesar was like, nah, he ain't giving him that satisfaction. He drops the gun and lets him take himself out. Caesar snatches the grenade, jumps off the flag, then takes off. This nigga spots the apes escaping, then starts clipping them. Nah, this was free kills. Caesar circles back around, ready to blow up the gas tank. But just before he throws, the nigga gets an arrow to the rib. Pop! He drops down, then the soldier walks right up on him, about to finish the job. But out of nowhere, boom! Donkey blasts him, saving Caesar. I guess bro had a change of heart right at the last moment. But his redemption didn't last. He catches one right to the dome. Blow! He tries shooting at Caesar, but my boy was locked in. He rolls over, snatches the grenades, and yanks it right at the gas tank. Boom! Yeah, it was GG's. Everything started blowing up left and right. Caesar rushes to the bunker just in time. The explosion wiped out the Colonel's whole army. The other humans pull up in all white, celebrating like they won. But then they all freeze. Everyone looks up and sees Caesar looking up. The avalanche was coming down. Nature said it's time to wrap it up. All the apes scatter, climbing trees, running the high ground. Then the avalanche sweeps through and wipes out all the humans. And just like that, the apes survive. Caesar leads his people to the promised land, a place where they could finally be free. But the journey took everything out of him. After carrying his people this far, it was time for a real nigga to rest.
I have no idea why that last statement made me so happy, but that made me so happy. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I kept hearing like the progression, the last movie was low-key ass, because when you put all the fucking shit together and you really think about it, a lot of the things didn't need to happen if motherfuckers just knew how to communicate, or if motherfuckers actually sat there and wanted to understand one another. If they sat there and actually wanted to understand one another instead of being afraid of each other, we would have never had to go through any of this. But granted, these are humans we're talking about. Humans naturally fear anything they don't understand. Why do you think it takes so long for humans to adjust to anything new? So, getting to see Caesar have his rise, and he didn't even have a rise and a fall. Like, he just rose and kept rising and kept rising. And then he was just like, you know what? I'm good, bro. I'm done here. That's how a real nigga's supposed to go. Isn't let a real nigga rest. Let a real nigga rest. I did what I had to. I got you here. Y'all gotta go the rest of the way without me. Nigga, I'd cry if I could. Look at that. Shout out Caesar. Big King 8. Fuck you talking about? That's gonna be the end of this video. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for being around for as long as you were. Thank you for taking off your shoes, getting some snacks, not stepping on the dog, and not forgetting to hug the cat. And last but not least, I thank you for tuning in. Peace.